She waits. The siren of the Irish Sea. For the brave, for the fearless, for the bold, seeking out their destiny. In the heart of every rider, her rhythm beats like a drum, the pulse of everything you trained for, of everything you've sacrificed and have become. And in the heart of every fan, she draws you in, pounding at your soul, injecting life through your veins, a desire born to your blood. You have one focus, one passion, one goal. And finally, you are with her. The wait comes to an end. A legacy before you, electricity in the silence, anticipation echoes through the air. You are not alone here. A band of brothers, of sisters, of warriors and friends, because this is living and this is life. She is everything you expect, and the call of the road is upon you. Desire in your spirit, thunder and lightning between your bones and your soul. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is your moment. This
apparently it's my moment.
Is the Isle of Man.
I don't believe it for a minute.
TT.
Right, so let me remind myself of where I'm to with this game and the settings. I messed around with the settings quite a bit actually. Tried different things and what have you for the control of the bike and difficulty, I think it is. And I can't really remember where I left off, but I kind of left off where I thought it was, or it felt a lot better than it did anyway, originally when I first bought the game. If you don't know, I bought the game, hated it, couldn't stand it after a couple of hours or so. Well, I was inside a couple of hours, refunded it on Steam. And it just niggled me after that. I thought I didn't really give it enough time, so I bought another key, activated on Steam again, so I'm back. And I've had a few hours, I think, messing around with it. Just trying to get it, you know, giving it a chance this time, trying to get it to feel better. And I think I've kind of got that, but then again, that's coupled with the fact that I'm actually trying to get a feel for it. You know what I mean? I'm not used to bike games at all. I played Dirt Rally a lot, or I played Dirt Rally a lot. I raced quite a bit in VR on Project Cars 2. So I'm kind of more used to simmy things, and this to me it felt really arcadey. In fact, I didn't even feel like there was any kind of physics system over the top of the thing when I first played it. But now I can recognise that. I can recognise that there's something there anyway, and there's little pangs. I'm having little moments where, as I'm playing it, I'm actually feeling like I'm in control of a bike, which was completely lacking. In fact, non-existent when I first bought the game. I'm starting to feel it now. I was wrong first time round, because I'm actually starting to enjoy it. But again, I hate controllers, can't stand the things. Gamepads, never ever played consoles, anything else, so I'm actually new to even the gamepad. So I'm new to the gamepad, new to the bikes, and that's it. I'm just going to get in there and have a look at the settings again, look through the graphics settings, look through the gameplay settings, and then I'll just get in and try it. I mean, expect noob, and you know, feel free to laugh, because I'll be laughing at myself no doubt. The thing is as well, because of controller, you can't really configure it or anything, or I haven't found a way to configure it. I use push to talk because my computers fans are reasonably loud. Once that 1080 Ti kicks in, sometimes the fan get a bit loud, so I don't like the I can't be bothered to set up a noise gate or anything like that, so I have to use the push to talk at the minute. Obviously push to talk, I can't assign that on the gamepad. That's another issue with the game. I don't like the idea that it just locks into gamepads. It doesn't allow you to actually custom configure any of that control system. I apologise for my voice as well because I've got a cold, so it's bad enough being the Geordie, being understood, without having a cold and being Geordie the same thing. So right, here we go anyway. I'm going to stop rabbiting on and let's have a look at this bad boy again. Right, what did I do here? Pretty much turn motion blur off and blur off because I don't like, sorry, blue. I don't like them things in games. They don't do anything for me. On the same in 3D shooters, I turn like bloom and stuff off, and motion blur. I don't like anything. A bit like the Vermintide 2 video I done not so long ago. I don't like anything putting false like filters over the top of, you know, moving frames and stuff, which is pretty much what motion blur does. So I turn that type of thing off. Right, so nothing else apart from that has been changed. Let's go back. I've just left everything on very high. I just set it at the very high settings, and I don't think you can go higher on any of them, can you? No, you just show performance. That's that. Full screen, yeah, 4K. We're running this at 60 Hertz. Dynamic resolution. I don't need to turn that on. I'm assuming that probably ramps your resolution up and down. This system wouldn't need anything out of it. In fact, this runs at like 200 odd frames per second with all these settings on my system. So I'm actually quite surprised that. I mean, it doesn't look fantastic. There's a lot of games that are out new now look a lot better in this game, but yeah, it looks okay. It looks decent. But it's not very taxing, so you know, I think quite a mediocre system, maybe something with a 1080, maybe a 1080 with a 1050 Ti or something that would probably have fun with this, and maybe 1080p or something like that. I don't know, maybe even less. Camera, I've locked mine to the helmet cam. Helmet cam in here translates to when I believe when the game starts, it's like a fork cam or like a bike visor cam type of thing. I know a lot of people like to play in the open. It looks like a proper helmet cam, but without any visor or effect over your face type of thing. Anyway, you'll see that in a minute. Dynamic view, I've turned that off because I don't like it. Again, it's if you know, if the bike's moving, I kind of want my head to be kind of fixed, because I think I tried a few different effects on that dynamic view and I didn't really like what it was doing, which is hard. It was making me feel a bit strange when I was trying to set up for corners and stuff. And again, I'm trying to learn these bike things. You know, that it's new to me. My last experience of motorbikes was motocross when I was a kid, about 14 or 15 year old, and that's it. Completely different to this type of stuff. Camera shake, I've left that on. Normally I wouldn't, but then again the bike does shake around, so yeah, I'll leave it on. Right, HUD, I like to try and do as much as I can with minimal. In Dirt Rally I don't have anything on, I just listen to the bass notes. Everything's manual gears, manual clutch, the whole lot is manual. Unfortunately, I've noticed you don't have a clutch in this. So what's the point of even having gears, you know what I mean, if you don't have a clutch? So what I've done as well, because I'm new at the gamepad for the moment and while I'm learning, to avoid myself being put off, I've just got it on automatic. Boo hiss, but that's the way it is until I get my head around using the controller and bike games basically. And then obviously it wouldn't be very difficult to switch over to you know, to manual gears. Piece of cake. You know, anybody can determine an engine gear from the tone of change from the tone of an engine. It's easy stuff. So what else? Corner markers, I've knocked them off. Everything else is on. Miles per hour because I'm in the UK. Right. Yeah. Audio. Turn the music off as always. Audio. What I've done is I've turned down the wind volume. I didn't like it very much. I've turned it down to 70. When you're hearing it and you know you're horsing the bike down the streets and stuff, it's just too much. I mean, I've been really fast on the back of my mate's bike years and years ago, and I didn't hear that much wind noise. I'm not going to disclose what speed we're doing, but it was fast. Master volume, for some bizarre reason, has turned itself down to 75%, unless I've just done it accidentally. I'm going to turn that back up. Right, so I'll accept that. Controls, I think I've got it on. You know what, I don't even know. I just know the controller works on it. I haven't bothered. I tried it, as you can see there, rear brake, there's nothing in it because I think I reset it back to factory default when I found that I couldn't actually get anything other than the gamepad to respond to any of the input movements or anything. So I'm locked to a gamepad for now, unless the guys who made this game do something about it, which they should do because this is a PC after all. You know what I mean? So we'll just come out with that all together because it doesn't matter. Difficulty expert, yeah, I'm going to get totally trounced here, but yeah, I'll do that. Riding style, right, I originally started with everything off on here, everything over to the left actually. Straight away on manual gears, it was kind of a little bit off-putting trying to get used to the thing, having to change the gear, so I said automatic. I thought, right. And then what I've been doing lately is, because I'm having this weird thing transferring weight between fast corners and so on, at points I'm thinking, well, that was right, but the game just kicks in with a weird physics. I'm not sure if it's me braking or me accelerating in between the transition of the two corners and whatnot. But what I've done here is, you notice on ABS at the top I've got up to high now, and anti-stop I've got it down to medium, but I've also got the brake method to combined as well. Obviously I understand on the bike you don't always use the front brake, you know, you're using kind of both. You may apply the front brake first, I would have thought, and then you put it back on as well to balance your braking out and whatnot. But again, for now, for me learning this, I'm going to be going with combined and automatic gears, combined braking and automatic gears. So when I left off, I think I quite liked it on high ABS, or was it? I'll leave it on high. I'll go and have a bit more practice with it, and if I'll change it again in a moment, and we'll see where we'll go from there. But anti-wheelie and stuff like that, traction control, I've got them all off because, yeah, I understand, you know, on a race bike, I would imagine, you know what I mean, you don't have any type of filter over the top of your throttle, you know, if you ram your throttle back, you're going off the back. It's that simple. But one thing with ABS, I would imagine, is race bikes must have ABS brakes, surely, you know. I don't know, could be wrong. Right, here we go. Let's have a fly around and see what we can do. Incidentally, the lens flares get on my nerves in this game. Why put lens flares over the top? I'll never know. But to get around it, or for me to get around it anyway, for now, until it hopefully includes a lens flare option, the graphics to turn off, what I'm doing is I'm setting time of day to noon, and I find you don't get as many as you would on evening settings and so on, so we'll change that. And what we're going to do here is, because I was using the Kawasaki, which one was it? This is the bike I started playing the game on. I don't know, it was alrightish, but I think, or I'm not sure if it's just the settings that I've been changing, but I think this was a bit. This is when I was experiencing most of this the funky physics that goes on. But since then, I've been using this bike, the MX 500, because it's a two-stroke. I'm quite familiar with two-stroke engine sounds, obviously from back in the motocross days. It's light as hell as well, 152 kilograms, 200 mAh, mental. Let's go. Watch how I die. That was a failure. See, there, I kind of, yeah, I was pushing a bit too much there, but I kind of feel like that went a bit funky. Partially me, but probably just over accelerating on that corner on the crest has caused that to take the physics into, ooh, what the fuck should I do now? Take my territory. That's complete maneuver. Oh god, you see that rider? Oh my. Right, so it's good from that way. Caught the wing mirror on the side there, whatever it is. 2 on. I'll tell you what I'm not keen of. I'm not sure if it's just because this monitor's quite big or what, but looking at that, I was saying that, like, I mean, Guy Martin and the likes don't look at a mini-map when they're doing the TT, but obviously the only option I've got here is this mini-map on the left. It's 40-inch 4K monitor this, so I'm like, it's a fair distance to the left because I'm quite close to it for me to keep glancing and look for the next corner, so I'm taking my eyes off what the bike's doing a lot of the time when I'm glancing over the left. So I don't know, maybe I'll take the mini-map off and just put the corner marker things up back on again. I don't know. We'll continue on and keep practicing. I think that was a crest again, and I think it's just me being too stupid. that was braking. So I seen the corner come up, and then I obviously just reactions, try to hit that left analog brake thing, and it spun out because obviously I've probably just applied it too much, got in the corner too fast, and it's done that funky physics again. It's all my fault again. Wind my neck in. I'm going to go a bit slower, and I'm just going to get to the end, and then maybe the next lap I'll go a little bit more, because of course with me being this new to the gamepad and so on, I don't want to keep just pounding to the side. It's not good for anybody to watch, so I'll try and wind my neck back and not be too mental. It's stupid. there. Lost that through braking, so it was my own fault. Real problem trying to learn off that mini-map on the left, because every time we're in tight areas to get any kind of pace at all, I've got to keep glancing to the left. Every time I glance to the left, I'm a mile off on every corner. About that wind noise, it's like totally in your face when you get like full chat thing. I might turn it down even a bit more. In a few corners back there as well, I noticed some slide on the back tyre and that power as well on the corner, so it is physics in it, like I can kind of feel it now. So. There, I kind of turned it in hard to try and get the back to slide out a bit on that full power, so to speak, and it did. Whether it's going to be viable to actually do that with a controller or not is another thing, because for me, I've got what, about a centimetre throttle there. I don't think that's enough for sensitivity for doing that kind of thing, but we'll see when I get used to the controller. yeah. Well, actually, I've landed on my ass quite a few times in this game. But again, I'm like I say, I put in the description, I'm completely new to controllers, and this is my first bike game, so That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. See what happened there. I know it was me, but it was almost like the wind carried me off the track as well as my daft steering. That's one thing I don't get with these game controllers, is that thumbstick thing. When I probably have a tendency to put my thumb on the kind of the bottom of this stick, so to speak. And because a lot of the time in this game I've noticed if pushing forward on the controller to push the weight of the rider forward. I don't know, I don't like that roll. You have to kind of roll the steering a little bit, and I'm constantly, as I'm going through as I'm moving through the circuit, I'm forever kind of going off centre on that, and I'm thinking, and I'm on a straight, next straight, I'm trying to get my thumb centred back on the bottom of the stick again. I don't know, I find them difficult to get used to. I'd love this to, I mean, even a steering wheel on this, just put a sellotape a bar across the steering wheel or something like that would be better than this thing, I think. Again, I'm a PC gamer. I never ever use gamepads or anything like that. But I'm getting there though. I'm definitely better than I was when I first bought the game. When I first bought the game, I was think of a really crap word, and then you'll come to the conclusion. I was going to slow down a bit. Nearly pulled that corner off. I knew what I wanted to do then, but the controller said no. I've just got a tendency to keep braking way too hard. I'm like slamming it on type of thing. Slip there, weight was lifted off the bike, cornering it at the same time and applying throttle equates to what just happened basically. Yeehaw! See, I could get over the cost of the finish line before I could. Try to do a celebratory wheelie over the end. Yeah, just fast and slow control. Right. I definitely don't like that mini-map thing in the position it's in, but you can't move it, can you, at all? No, you can't. I can't recall seeing any option to move it around the screen in different places, so I've got to put up with it, I think. Next try, I suppose that's all I can do, just keep trying. Trying to get used to this controller and the circuit at the same time. I know what's wrong, it's because I've got a cold. That's why I'm crap with a controller and break games. It's because I've got a cold. Wow, got to slide again there. Deserve that. this opportunity to turn that wind noise down. We'll try 50% because that's too loud. That I want to be able to hear the bike smashing to pieces when I crash. Noticed I'm okay with being smooth on the power. I'm having kind of difficulty being equivalently smooth on the brake. So I think that's the part of my downfall. So I'm trying to make a conscious effort when I'm trying to ride this thing to try and be as smooth on the brake as I am on the power. But I think what's happened is I've kind of been forced to jump on the brake because of corners coming up quickly. Obviously when you're running really high speed straights and stuff, and then you got a tight corner coming up, you know, the anticipation is to, you know, jump on the brake. And I think I need to get my head around that. And I mean, I'm not saying I plant the brake all the way back, but I'm probably a bit too harsh on it. So I'm trying to make, you know, all these little conscious decisions and how I'm applying the throttle and stuff, and the brake and whatever. And of course pushing back and forwards on the left stick as well, because obviously that's the weight forward and weight back. I know that corner, and the few times that I've run this course, I've gotten that corner perfect, especially on the entry and exit. But that time, that little crest there, throttle, is too much, so that's basically why that happens. So I've got to keep all this stuff in mind. there. Yeah, that curb just coming out of that little chicane bit. Tricky. Because I was going that fast there with like leaning to the left, and then of course just getting out of the corner, you can't really get your weight back across to the right quick enough, and then of course you just continue left from the other side and then it's game over. But I'm warming up to it now anyway. The interesting thing about this game is you're kind of able, or what I've found is anyway, being a dirt rally player, I can utilise all the same techniques basically, not for the driving style or anything, but for the actual reading the road, so to speak, watching ahead. So for all I'm using this mini-map to get the gist of what type of, if it's a tight corner or whatever is coming, I'm using, you know, visual cues type of thing off in the distance as to what I should be doing. So if it's straight, if it looks like an avenue, I'm hearing it. You know what I mean? I'm just getting confirmation by glancing to the left and that's saying yes, keep hearing it. You know, even, you know, the tight corners and so on, you can kind of utilise the same type of skills from dirt rally to this, which is a strange thing because it's a car and this is a bike, but it's my kind of way of getting things, you know, sorted out in my head. Because I'm quite decent at dirt rally, and I'd like to, you know, hopefully get the same kind of enjoyment out of this as I do with dirt rally. But I won't if I keep rabbiting on, so I'll continue. Wow, foot peg in the wall. That's going to smart the old feet a bit. I wish somebody would do some pace notes for this game that you could play at the very start, and it would, honestly, that would have to be judged by your pace. But, yeah. demonstrating it now, but I kind of feel I'm getting a little bit about it. I think I've done the same thing the first time round. Yeah, you see that little dab of the brakes again, a bit too hard from that was acceptable. Sliding. A little bit too much speed in that corner. When you think about it though, I was complaining about that type of thing, and now I can understand. I mean, thinking about it, you know, a real bike probably couldn't have held grip on that thing. It probably would have met the same demise, I think. So, yeah. Now that just happened there. I don't know if you can rewind this game thing or not, but that just happened there was weird. Did I have a wheel in it? I don't know, a wheel off the track or something, but it just out of nowhere done that. I don't know why it done it, but I'll probably rewind that maybe and have a look. What I was trying to do there, I knew there was a little rise, right? And I've seen this on videos on YouTube, but it's a commonplace apparently because they get a little bit of air and something. It's really off air because obviously the revs are running that high and so on. I thought I'll try and do the same thing, stick my weight over the back of the bike a bit, but that thing I was mentioning earlier with my thumb over the bottom, I have to keep repositioning it. The thumb just wasn't positioned right when I tried the wheelie, and of course when I did lift up it just, yeah, failed. I don't think I'm going to get the replay because I think I'd have to set it for more than 2 laps, or more than 1 lap, sorry. Yeah, 6. Well, so I can't rewind back to that little funky thing. I'll have to maybe look at it on the YouTube video. I'll go back because I want to change that. I'm learning from this, you know. I'm trying to anyway. I thought to myself, I'll try and follow him. Wow. Private Brian, I'm not sure how long ago you typed it, but this is on PC actually. It's It's on a PC. I'm sorry if I'm making it look bad. I'm just practicing, trying to get used to a controller and the circuit and the game and all the rest of it. And I'm just probably pushing it again a bit too much. I need to wind my neck back in again. But it's fun though. If you're thinking of buying it, I think it is worth it. I wrote a bad review on it for it on Steam, and I kind of partly regret it, so I may amend that. But I'm kind of enjoying it now. Now I'm getting used to it. And, now I'm actually seeing some physics in it. It's good. It's good if you ride the game inside of its means, so to speak. So as soon as you step outside of the the realms of unknown type of thing in physics, when you push the bike into a slide and stuff like that, if you go over the top of the threshold, it just does a bit of funky physics, and there's a few of that points with braking I found that does kind of funky physics as well. But for the most of it, if you stay within those confines, it's enjoyable. It's actually really good. I'm just having a hard time trying to use a controller with that. If you see me heading down the straight and I'm going perfectly straight, you'll know that I've got my thumb in the right place. But if you see me bike twitching side to side all the time like that, you'll know that I'm trying to roll my thumb into a better position for cornering and stuff. I'm just not used to these things. See how I learned from the last time? Now that just happened there, that left hand corner, that fast left hander was a slide. That's fine, but I was quite on the limit with that. I think if I went a little bit harder, maybe steered a little bit tighter on that corner, if I got it wrong a bit more, steered tighter, or if I throttled maybe a bit more, that would have entered funky physics realm and I would have been off. But then again, when you think about it in real life, you would have been off anyway. You would have been in the hedge, so like I say, you've got to stay in them confines basically. too much throttle there, a blip, and it's kicked me out. Well, I feel like I'm getting better. This is, like I say, this is only second lap. I know it's annoying me stopping all the time, but I have to stop to just be able to press the push to talk key on the keyboard. Incidentally, because I hate controllers so much, can you buy bike, you know, like obviously steering wheel, what I've customised for dirt rally and what have you, can you buy handlebars for a motorbike game? I'm not sure I've ever seen any, but that's a bit of a question. Physics 10. From the first race, because I believe I hit that as well, the first time round. Funky weight, yeah, so I was coming out of that corner, it wasn't too bad. Then when I tried to straighten up, put throttle on, probably too much throttle, and the weight transfer switching to the other side has caused the physics to kick me around to the right. brake, just cornering too hard at too high a speed. Funky physics. Some corners here though. A little bit of power slide I think on one of the left swinging corners there. In one of the slides I've done where the back end was sliding a little bit, there was no power at all, it was just the momentum of the bike. I think as well, an important thing with this, I don't know, I mean maybe you've just bought it or whatever, but an important thing with this is not to fall under the trap of when you very first start the stage, if you crash in the first corner, you start, I wouldn't do that. I would force yourself to run the stage complete every time, because otherwise you'll just learn the very start really quickly and then that'll be that. Getting each corner a little bit wrong, but I'm feeling it though. I'm definitely doing better on some of the corners than I was the first time around. that lap time. Right, let's have a go again. Now that I will restart. Oh, it auto restarts. Trying to adjust that thumb again. So what happened there is, I assumed for some reason or that I had to go left. So I turned left and I thought, no, I have to go right. And of course, funky physics. bit too like violently on them transitions between fast like chicanes, so to speak. That's what's going wrong there. My fault on the game. Careful on that near that curve, that exit curve, but obviously not careful on the next one after. wondering if the tyres cool off when we get hot. So. Now. Is it 3 times? I think it's the shade of the tree as well. The shade of the trees over that corner. You can't see that back part of the corner. This is the frustrating thing with me at the minute, is I can feel I'm getting faster on some corners and I'm getting kind of a bit more used to the controller. But there's one thing I'm not getting, it's nothing's changing with the controller, is that thumb under the back of the left stick to keep it pushed forward. I'm forever having to adjust that, and it's just good. A lot of the time when I'm crashing, it's down to that. So I say, no, genuinely, sometimes, like I say, on the straight and so on, you see me swerving a little bit, it's me just moving my thumb around, trying to get my thumb centre on that thing, because it doesn't feel comfortable if it moves a little bit too far to the right, or a little bit too far to the left, you know. It just doesn't, I'm just not finding it very easy. Maybe if it was a little bit more grippy around the edge or something, it would stop my thumb moving around on it, but I don't know. The plus side is, I feel like I'm getting quite fast on some corners anyway. I feel like I'm getting a little more feeling from the throttle, you know, where it gives out on corners and whatever. Brakes, I've learned a little bit, but not much. I've kind of not learned my lesson with them. Took the eye off everything to look at the mini map, and I could see that little king. I thought, alright, That isn't even there. That kink isn't even there on the mini-map. I'm sure of it. I should have just not looked at it for that section and wrote it, because the last couple of times I think I've wrote that one okay-ish. The second time I think I definitely did. But yeah, I probably should have glanced at the mini-map there. One thing I really like about bikes, and you try and do this as much as you can with tarmac rally and so on, is you try and turn chicanes out what I've just gone through into a straight line as much as possible. So on the bike it's dead easy. It's brilliant. Ramming speed, but again I haven't learned on that corner there, because I've crashed I think every time I've crashed on that corner. Yeah, the corner I normally do pretty well on is that one, and I've just failed on it, so... The only thing I've done different there is push forward on the stick, going over that little crest when I was turning right. definitely getting better. Just I'm kind of debating if I should get a small elastic band or something to put around there to make it more sticky. I don't know, I just must be me not used to it. Break them funky physics. Into power slide. Incidentally, why am I catching some of these bikes? Or I was in the last one as well. Something wrong there because I've got it on the highest difficulty and I'm sure they're faster than me in general, but unless I'm just faster than them on parts of the track that I know, That's probably it. That first part, I thought myself, hang on a minute, you mustn't be meant to do it. You mustn't be meant to be going flat out along this section, because I'm flying past him, and then I go and lose it in that point. Something that I'm already okay on that corner as well. First lap is done. Same reason to have the battle. too hard. Sam, it does. It actually looks good. What can I say about the graphics, gameplay wise? I mean, they're not the best graphics out there, mate. You know that it's not quite the CryEngine or whatever, or Unreal Engine, but for the most part of it, it's pretty good. I've got the likes of bloom and stuff like that turned up because I don't like that effect on video games. It's running in 4K resolution. Everything's maxed out on a 1080 Ti, and it's hardly even breaking a sweat. It's doing like 200 frames per second, and then it's obviously I've got a cap of 60 as well also. But yeah, I mean it looks good. It looks good enough, and I'm starting to get a good sensation of speed as well from the game now. Yeah, I'm just kind of gelling with it more, basically. It is getting a lot of bad press now, and I kind of understand now it's why I don't think it's justified. I think people need to spend a bit more time with it. People are saying, oh, well, it's arcade physics and blah, 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 and blah, blah. Well, no, not really. I said the same thing when I first bought the game, because I bought it and refunded it. And I just felt I didn't give it a good enough chance, really. So anyway, I got another key, re-enabled it, and then given it a try, and I had a couple of hours or so after that, and then this little session tonight, my mind's changed. It is better, and as I've said before, if you weren't in, I will say it again just in case you weren't, but anyway, the physics, you're okay staying in the confines of the game engine physics, but once you start pushing things, you go beyond, say you slide a bit too much, power slide through a corner, you apply even more throttle, and you slide out, then weird physics happens. Or as I've been calling it all evening, funny physics. That happens, or sometimes under braking on corners or whatever, funny physics, but then again that's normal, you know, ideally you don't really want to be braking on corners anyway. But if you, like I say, if you stay in them confines of the game, yeah, I'm really enjoying it now. I'm starting to enjoy it, but at the moment I'm learning how to use a controller because I've never used one in my life, and I'm also learning the game, learning the physics of the game, and I'm also learning the stage all at the same time. I've said it before as well, I'm not very keen of the mini-map in the bottom left, because glancing right across there just to see that, it's throwing my attention away from what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, I crashed there through my own fault entirely, but as you've seen, you've got like a bit weird, funky physics going on. nearly got that corner right there. I thought I don't want to go too slow through it. But the last 2 or 3 attempts I've gone too fast. Just as I was coming out of that little tight left-hander, I thought to myself, oh, up that section, the next section, now I've got no clue. And I've crashed on it a few times, so it's hit me time, and I just crashed on it straight away. Just when I thought I'm starting to get this, of this section anyway. Those notes. turn that wind noise down again. I'm also, this time round, I'm going to try and just see what kind of time I can do, rather than stopping it, like fully bring the back to the stop just to talk. So I'll see what kind of time I can do. I'll try not to crash too many times. I'll try not to go too over the top. Just see if I can get some kind of time on, and then I can probably start able to beat it. I'm going to try as low as 20% because that wind noise is, for me anyway, it's that'd be too much. Here we go. Brake, for God's sake. I was doing well there. bad. most times through looking at the map. Now then, what an improvement, but at the same time what a shame I crashed so many times. I shouldn't have crashed that many times, and it was all for really stupid things. One thing, it was kind of habit from the typical corners that I kept crashing in the first few tries, but yeah, I got a little bit of funky physics there. Some corners I did make an obvious error and stuff, but yeah. And then of course after that first one, when I was starting off so well, after the first one it kind of just sickens it a little bit, so I get a bit mad with it. Again, some corners I was doing really well on the high sections up in the mountain areas. I was doing some of them really quickly and really well in the first runs, but this time I messed up a few times where I shouldn't have done. And one particular really fast left-hander that I've been quite good at, actually, I kind of messed that up. I cut inside the corner a bit too much. Why? And I deliberately done it as well, and I thought, why did you do that? I couldn't say anything because I didn't want to slow down to press the push to talk key. I don't know what time that was, actually. I didn't even look, but we'll have a look now. Or was that me there? Is it Lowther? Oh, it is, Sutter, MX5. 1843. So I'm like about a minute behind. Thinking about it though, on the grand scheme of things, the amount of times I crashed there. The amount of times I crashed there and done dodgy lanes. Tidy all that up, tidy the lanes up, get used to the, you know, the circuit a bit more. No crashes. Yeah, it's up there. It's up towards that anyway, I would have thought. probably a while away yet though, but personally I think from well, I'll tell you, I'd done a 20, I remember doing a 20.3 or something, I think it was, and I thought I'd done really well, but that was like, I think it was when I first reinstalled the game again, after a refund on Steam, got it again. Excuse me. I'd done 1 or 2 runs and then, yeah. But that's key, honestly, if you play this game, do the runs completely, don't keep restarting. I've not looked at the other sections. Can you even split the track down? Can you split the Isle of Man down in different sections, I wonder? Maybe you can. I've not even looked into it in the game yet. I'm happy with that though. Disappointed that I've done stupid crashes in the same old corners, and I promised myself I was going to try and take my time just to get a lap time in. But with that amount of crashes and that amount of bad lines, for that time isn't bad. And the difficulty is, I'm sure I did have it on the highest. Let's have a look. I've got to click continue, I think, now. Yeah, I've got to click continue to move on before I can go back to the settings again. In options, gameplay. Yeah, difficulties on expert. I'm not saying I'm an expert, I just think the game's got it all wrong. I think because I was hearing past some riders on some straights there, and in my view, I shouldn't have been hearing past them straights, them bikes on straights. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But I was doing okay there. I was way ahead of them from the start, and then I think it was about maybe halfway through when I started making mistakes. I was caught up, and I managed to, when I was crashing and stuff, and new bikes were passing us, I thought I was gritting the teeth to try and catch up to them, which was probably leading to more mistakes as well. But, yeah, plenty chunk to improve on, but I've had fun. Even if you are asleep now, I'm talking to myself. Actually, I should have probably played that replay and watch it back. I don't think I can now though, I've passed it. Nope. I don't think I'm going to be ranked. It's a super bike, isn't it? Oh right, okay, that's on the wrong track, isn't it? 99th. 99th, I'm ranked. My god. Thinking about it, the amount of people who's got the game, it can't be too bad, can it? After all them crashes, a lot of people who've gone through that have probably done clean runs at the same time. Correct me teeth. Alright, I can't scroll up. Scroll up to the top. I was wanting to see what the top runners were, bikes were. I'm not sure it'll be the 2-stroke bike, but I will say that it's fascinating. top 10. Strange. Now that Kawasaki, that ZX-10R, that's the bike that I was playing when I first started playing the game. I don't know why I picked it. That was it. I was browsing through the brake horsepower, looking at the brake horsepower, and I noticed I had 205, and I thought, yeah, I'll have that one. It looks like the faster one of that bunch, so I took it. What are the other ones? Oh, there's a Sutter there in 5th place. So it's definitely capable, isn't it? But then again, that's the 16. Look at the time difference. 16:15 between 5th and then 15:42. That's like 33 seconds or something. Well, it says there 33.5. Like, how was that then? Because that doesn't smell right to me. And a 19-second difference between 1st and 3rd. How are they that far apart? Why is that happening? Maybe because the game is just looking out on it? Or I don't know. It's not for me to worry about, I suppose, at the minute. Rank 99 people. What progress? Of 3 runs or something, 4 runs or whatever it was I've done. Can't believe we got there though, 99th on the ranking. You know what? I would have been really miffed if we got rank 100. At least I got 99. It's 2 numbers instead of 3. Well, I really enjoyed that. I'm going to do more streams and we'll see how we progress. But that was fun. It was fun learning. Again, a recap. The funky physics happens when you go outside of the game physics, basically. So what else do you do? What else do the developers do beyond that? Because now I'm kind of feeling inside of those brackets of what the developers have done. I'm kind of feeling it. Which this is it's funny because this is just a vast difference between when I first bought the game and pretty much like refunded it after an hour or so, and now I'm glad I got it again. I really am, and I kind of hope anybody who watches this who's thinking about buying it, give it a chance. If you buy it, don't think it can be super fast straight off the bat. Take your time with it. Do the settings. Probably do them the same as mine. If you're used to gamepads, then yeah, you can put automatic manual gears and stuff on. Probably even the split braking as well if you wanted to. That would probably be okay. Yeah, that would be fine for people who are used to them. But yeah. The thing, what I'm thinking about is though the split braking. If you've only got one brake lever on the left and you've got it split for front and rear, what do you brake the rear with? Are you braking on the rear with a stick or something? The rear brake with a stick and the front brake with a left paddle thing. I don't know. That wouldn't feel natural to me though if I had to do that. I would probably no. I wouldn't like that at all. I mean, I'm far better with this gamepad than what I was when I first got the game. Granted, but you know, there's one thing I would never do, and that would be play a dirt rally with this thing. No way in a million years. No way in a million years. No way in a million years would I be able to get some of the times I can do in dirt rally with me custom wheel setup, brake pedals and stuff there. I couldn't do that on a controller. Just not experienced enough of the things, that's all. Still need to source something out with that left stick though to stop my thumb moving, because I was still, I mean, I was doing it less then because I was kind of being a bit firm. In fact, my right hand was aching a little bit from gripping the thing. And my left thumb, the tip of my left thumb was a little bit sore from like jamming my thumb right into the stick, so it didn't slide about as much, but I still had to adjust it every now and again, which you don't want to be doing. I don't want to be adjusting my thumb and like having to keep glancing down to the mini map on the left just to find out what, you know, what the next corner is. Thankfully though, another thing I did notice is a lot of sections of the course now I've actually noticed that I'm not looking at the mini map. I know them, so I'm learning. It's just quite a steep learning curve. So like I say, if you're thinking about buying it or whatever, I would kind of ignore the bad reviews for it really, because that little experience there, especially that last run where I kind of went for a time, even though I messed up a lot, really enjoyed that. I really did enjoy that. It was good. Yes, and it's definitely weighted more towards sim than arcade, I would say. Definitely. Right, well, I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to make a cup of tea, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow or the day after or whenever, doing some more, and then we'll see if we can better that time or better that rank, which will probably change in an hour or two. It'll probably drop down a fair way. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, bung them in that in the comment section below. Also, if you know of any controllers or anything like that I could use that are better than these gamepad things. It's an Xbox One controller that I have. Like I say, I've got no experience with these controllers and so on, and at the moment there's no custom control options in the game, which is a bit, well, it's quite a game changer for a lot of people who aren't used to these gamepad things. You know, you can't really call a game a sim, can you? You can't claim it to be a sim and expect people to say, well, yeah, you do control a motorbike with one of these things. You can't do that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, some people are used to it. There's a lot of people who race and so on with these things. I don't understand why they use them, because you got analog sticks and so on, analog throttle, brake and so on. So yeah, I kind of understand why they use them, but I would never use one of these things for like 3D shooters or anything. No. Right, I'm off. Maybe see you tomorrow. Bye.